I would say, in a phrase, I'd say the economy is ho-hum. I'm going to show you a ton of data on both sides. It's totally ho-hum. Everything is ho-hum. Nothing really good, nothing really bad. Let's get into it. So here we go. Here's GDP. All goods and services produced in the U.S. You had some terrible econ teacher who taught you this. The first term is C, household consumption, 69-70% of GDP. It's ho-hum. I'll show you a graph. I, corporate investment. Thank you for coming. Inventory, plant, and equipment. It's ho-hum. Even though AI spending is incredibly high at hundreds of billions of bucks, 1%, 1.25% of GDP, we haven't had spending like this in a long time. Dot-com boom, you know, Britain, the railways back in the 1860s, here in the US, 1880s. Government spending is G, it's going to depend on Trump, we'll talk about that, tariffs, fiscal policy, and so on, monetary policy that he wants to get a handle on. And last terms, exports minus imports. Economists don't care about exports minus imports because they are a symptom of another problem. You cannot solve trade by trade policy. They're not related. It's like you say you're a broken arm and you come see the doctor. I checked your arm, I'm an orthopedic surgeon. Yeah, I broke arm. I give you a radio. Okay. Every indication. Everything. Unemployment, duration, youngsters, black unemployment's going way up, that's a harbinger of bad things, and so on and so forth. Hispanic unemployment, you get the idea. Now, this is inflation, CPI. Look on the far right. Inflation has clearly come down, it's bottomed, and now it looks like it's going up. Okay, so you've got inflation that's going up, and you have unemployment that's going up. And the Fed can solve one of these problems perfectly. If they lower rates, unemployment will go down, and inflation will go up. If they raise rates, inflation will go down, unemployment will go up. So the Fed did nothing for like 37 years, since last December. It felt like 37 years. I was in a good relation with Godot. We were emailing back and forth. And then I was hoping magically something would happen. I mean, unemployment was low, 4.1, it was low. They didn't have to do something. And they knew this tariff thing was slowly going to have an impact. It's like a slow-moving, very mild train wreck, very mild. But nonetheless, it's going to push upward pressure because we don't have any inventory left. Firms don't want to bite the tariff anymore. You know, the supplier doesn't want to do it, the retailer doesn't want to, and we're going to pay somehow. If the firm makes less profit, their stock goes down. If the firm makes less profit, they'll fire workers. So are they going to lower the wage of workers? Are they going to fire workers? Is the stock market going to go down? I mean, someone's going to pay the bill here. We can argue who it is, but it surely ain't going to be the manufacturer. A little bit maybe, but not much. But the Fed's got a problem. Whatever they do, the guy's so upset he's leaving. He's exercising. He's not exercising because he wants to exercise the stress out of his system. This is the problem. And the Fed's very tentative. And the Fed said, so the Fed cut rates last week, right? But they cut rates like they barely cut rates. They said, oh, this is a management technique. We're going to do this because of risk management. Like, what the hell is that? And I get it, but that's not inspired. It's like, we're going to cut rates a lot. No. We're data dependent. Depends on the path of inflation. Oh, it depends on how well long-term inflation expectations are anchored. Because if the Fed doesn't get this right and they cut rates while inflation's going up, the 10-year bond will go up, right? That's the problem. The Fed has to convince investors that they're serious, they're not going to let inflation get out of hand. Because if they do, the 10 years going right up. This is the Fed. So on 9/18/24, they cut, and they cut, and they cut. And that's it. It stayed that way for 9 months, and finally they cut again. Wow, it's great. And they're going to cut more. Once, maybe twice. Depends on inflation, unemployment, and how bad which one's going up faster, and which one they're more concerned about. And they're going to roll the dice and make a decision, and they hope it's right. And Powell's job ends in May. I don't think he's going to complain anymore. I hadn't seen a presser with him in a long time, and man, he looked bad. He really did. The job is taking it out of him. Anyways, let's not talk about housing. We'll wrap it up. The housing market is dependent on location. I mean, location has never been more serious than it is now. And I don't care about the number of units available for sale. Oh, there's 100,000. There's 64,000 in Los Angeles. Big whip. I care about months of inventory because no one goes to college economics to learn about the laws of supply. You learn about the laws of supply and, come on.
Demand.
Yeah, exactly. You're like business people. You know this. It's now 4.6, not 4.4. The slide I didn't update it. I apologize. 4.6 is high enough. We're seeing price declines. Let me explain. This is year-over-year price declines, price appreciation. Best index, Case-Shiller. It's the index to use. Data comes out late, but it's the best. Notice what's going on the far right. A year and a half ago, in early 24, we were seeing 8% increases. Now it's 2. Inflation is more than this. In real terms, prices are declining.